And above all, the presence of all the good and loving people of Tamenglong and all my beloved students, my greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to start with a deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to all of you who have participated in the parade. You all have done so well, and I'm extremely proud and happy to see you all once again on this very auspicious day. In the last Independence Day, I have spoken at length about what we, as the denizens of the district, we need to think, what we need to do, what we all need to strive to push our district forward. Today, I would like to speak a little bit of history on the reasons and the significance of why we celebrate Republic Day. And in the between, I'll be using my local dialect as well, Manipuri dialect language as well. When India got its independence in 1947, for time being, India did not have a law of its own. And I'm sharing this history especially to educate the school students, the youngsters, because it's very important that we know, we understand the significance. Why do we celebrate this very important day? When India got its independence in 1947, for time being, we did not have law that was made, that was framed by our own people. We were running the country after we got independence through the laws that was framed by the British colonial. The Government of India Act 1935, the Independent Act 1947, these are the few laws to be named that was running the country, that was running an independent country. So the Constituent Assembly at that time felt the need to have the law of our own, the guiding principle of our own, a solid framework that's going to determine the freedom, the aspiration, the future of our independent nation, taking care of all the needs and aspirations of a diverse country at the time. So the Constituent Assembly felt that we need to have a drafting committee. We need to constitute a drafting committee to solely draft the Constitution of India, headed by B.R. Ambedkar. The drafting committee started its journey on 29 August 1947, taking on the humongous task of drafting the Constitution, which is going to cater the needs and aspirations of the entire country. It was such a challenging job. India, having received its independence just recently and having suffered the turmoil of partisan, its diverse population, the tax assigned to the drafting committee was such a challenging thing. However, after lots of hard work, taking 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, spending 64 lakhs, going through the constitutions of about 60 countries, the committee finally was able to put forward a draft of the final constitution, and it was adopted on 26 November 1949. Now, some things needs to be cleared here. I said the constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949, but we are celebrating the Republic Day which is basically Republic Day, which is basically celebrating the Constitution of India on 26th January every year. So there is little bit of difference in the timeline here. So some people have this doubt. When the Constitution was adopted on 26th of November in 1950, why do we celebrate Republic Day on 26th January? The first Republic Day was celebrated on 26th January 1950. Why was there a gap of about 2 months? If we have to answer this question, we have to go back in 1929. The Indian National Congress, in its Lahore session, adopted Purna Swaraj, meaning complete self-rule. The Congress in Lahore session 1929 adopted the resolution that we are going to celebrate Purna Swaraj, and in January 26 of 1950, they announced in public that India is going to celebrate its first Purna Swaraj. That is a nation determined by self, ruled by self, not by any other party, not by British colonial. So, to commemorate that significant day, it is also said by some of the historians that 26th January is supposed to be the Independence Day celebration of the country. But when British left India, they did not announce in prior. They left just like that. They left us just like that. On a midnight of 14 August, they declared that they are going to leave India to be independent nation. So, Independence Day had to be celebrated at that moment, which is why we are celebrating Independence Day on 15 August every year. But the initial motive to celebrate Independence Day was on 26 January. So, to make up this difference, to make it significant, the day when Purna Swaraj was adopted, was publicly announced, the independent nation later on decided that we will celebrate the Republic Day to commemorate that significant day, which is the 26th January. Which is why, till today, we celebrate 26th January every year as a Republic Day. While the 26th November every year continues to be celebrated as the Constitution Day of India. It is very significant if you go through the Constitution of India. The preamble, which basically gives the essence, the ideology, the principles of the entire Constitution, which has got 22 parts, 395 articles, and 8 schedules. It's a huge book. The entire huge book is briefly noted down. The essence, the ideology, the principle of the entire Constitution is laid down in its preamble. Preamble of the Constitution says India is to be sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. So the word republic has been clearly laid down in the preamble of India. What truly is meant to be a republic nation? When we were under the yoke of British colonialism, we did not select our leader. We were governed by the throne, by the British throne, through its various machineries. The people of India did not have their own leaders. We could not make our own decision. We cannot give our own choice. We could not raise our own grievances. Even though we have our own land and our own country, we were not given that opportunity to raise our concerns, to give our voices, to select what we want, to decide what our future should be like. We were governed and ruled by the throne. The throne, which was monarchy, which was inherited, which was not popularly elected. So when India attained its independence, we decided that we will be republic, which means we the people, we each and every individual of this great nation will decide what we want through our elected leaders. That is the true meaning of republic, which is why till today we have a system of governance which is done through elected representatives. Across the entire nation, today is celebrated to commemorate that significant decision and also to respect the various struggles and difficulties faced by the freedom struggles during that time. 200 years of freedom struggle. Lot of significant moments are there. Lot of significant events took place. I will not go on naming each one of them, but we all know. It was such a difficult thing. A lot of people passed away. A lot of leaders sacrificed their lives. And after 200 years of struggle, we finally got our independence and we decided to be a republic nation. So, if you watch television at New Delhi, today is a significant day where we showcase our the power, the military power, and all sorts of achievements that we've had. We invite dignitaries. This year's chief case is the president of France, and we invite a lot of other significant personalities to showcase that India has achieved, its heights. Now, Mahatma Gandhi said, the future of India lies in each village. The future of India lies in each village, which is why, as a nation, we claim to be powerful, we claim to be great. But this moment, I would like to draw your attention to this district. If we do not have an empowered or a developed district, we cannot imagine to have a developed nation. As we celebrate this Republic Day at the district level, I would like to throw some challenge, especially to the people of Tamenglong. The theme of this year's Republic Day is Viksit Bharat and Bharat Loktantra Ki Matruka. Means we envisage, we dream a developed India and India to be mother of all democracy. Now, it's been about 8 years that I'm posted here as a deputy commissioner in Tamenglong. I have been observing some of the things which I felt I should share. If we aspire to move along with the movement of the nation, along with the forward progress of the nation, we as a district, we cannot afford to lay behind. We cannot afford to stay behind. We also need to move along with the great nation. And to do that, we need to ask a lot of things. I would like to share 2 things about the district, what I have observed in the last 8 months. As we celebrate the 75th Republic Day, let me put this. We, the people of Tamenglong, we the good people of Tamenglong, what I have been observing is we are not asking enough questions. We are not debating enough. In our district, what I see, there are people who would like to challenge, who would like to question, who would like to ask questions, who would like to debate. But most of the time, I see that they have been bogged down, they have been criticized by majority of the people. People doesn't want change. People seems to be comfortable in their own comfort zone. Aikoigi Tamenglonggi misings ay nayengbada. Akoy si layriba status quo sidagi hongningde. Question tawningde. System da question tawningde. Akoy masenda tanaba, yet na ba, kat na ba, kan na ba. Question tawnaba, debate tawnaba, asigumba si kaya layte. Public participation in the governance is very less. Yam ude. In 1948, during the drafting of the Constitution, a lot of debates happened. huge number, multiple numbers of debates happen in the Constituent Assembly, in the drafting committee, to be more specific. There was a guy who represented Bihar. He said, I said the preamble mentions sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. But the word socialist and secular was not there in the initial preamble. In the beginning, the word secular and socialist was not included in the preamble. So some people, some of the members of the drafting committee questioned this. They had a debate, they fought. They asked, India should be secular. India should be socialist. They argued. But the chairman of the drafting committee, B.R. Ambedkar, he said, if we decide everything now, that kills the essence of the democracy. He said, in the Constitution, we have fundamental rights, we have principal directives, we also have other lot of provisions in the Constitution that basically meant we are secular, which mean we are socialist. So the B.R. Ambedkar, he did not want those words to be specifically mentioned in the preamble, saying that if we decide everything now, that kills the essence of the democracy. He meant to say that the need, what kind of society we should be, what kind of policy we should adopt, whether it be socialist, whether it be capitalist, should be decided by the people at that point of time. He felt that right now it is not required to be included in the preamble. He said, well, later on, if people feel that those needs to be included, let them include at that time. Why do we have to dictate everything right now? So that was the argument. They have very, very constructive kinds of, very clean kinds of debate. A lot of debates happen at that time, which is why we get the best constitution and the longest constitution. So in 1976, by 42nd Amendment, the word socialist and secular was included in the preamble. Because the government later on felt that there's a need to include these key words in the Constitution. Like that. Adumay na, ako'y Tamenglong ginising na, amaga hang na ba siya, kan na ba nay na ba siya muwadle. Sa government na kari tauri, government bureaucracy na kari tauri, or functionaries, machineries mayam na kari tauri, hangde, CSO sing na kari tauri, mukoy na tawhom thok pa tauri bra, public sing na phatta ba kari taw ba laibra, phabak kari taw ba laibra, appreciate taw gadra, natraga, ako'y control taw gadra, hen na phananagi, evolve oiba, adugumba debate siya, ako'y si iuude. Aduna, it's very important. There are some people who would like to debate, who would like to challenge, who would like to throw questions, but those people are always demotivated by the critics. Yamna chaukat na respectfully debate over siya haitaba. There is an English writer called Evelyn Beatrice Hall. Mana haibini. She talked about Voltaire, the philosopher. She said this: I disagree of what you say, but I will defend to my death your right to speak. Nang nahaibado ay di yadi yaningde. Adubu, nang nangangbagi, nang nahaibagi, freedom dudi, ay sirabaso ay protect taw gani haibini. Which means the tolerance of speech, the freedom of speech. Ako'y da sila itaba. Ngagumba mana, wa mga katladi, magi sentiment hat taw ba, magi interest, ato pa mi mag-interest hat taw ragadi. Ako'y si ekta haiti biba, chay biba, threaten daw biba, kihan ba, wa si nganghan da ba. Aduna, ako'y si constructive oy ba debate sila itaba na district sige progressive development siya, ako'y si ubang ngamde, yam wadle. Aduna, ay na haining ba di, students community, CSOs, public in general, intellectuals. We need to come to a platform, we need to discuss. Kan na gadaw ba ni? Mataw karam na, Tamenglong siya, Chingi district marakta di, kway digi underdeveloped niya na high na riba ni. Kan na riba ni. But it's changing, we need to do more of this. Masi ako'y karam na, hairiba akoibu tek ama pibado adudagi karamna akoi nanthokshira karamna akoi lanthoksira evolve tawsira haibase akoi constructive oiba adugumba discussion se am darkar le so ai special appeal ni tawhaninge public ta ani subada akoi gi meeting se comment pibidi yamba mi na tawbu kan di ngang ba yamba adu masana tawthopasi ilai leite afaba tawhaning ba mi yam leye achumba tawhaning ba mi yam leye magi masana di tawning de our people expects the other people to do the right thing, the other people to do the good thing, but they themselves do not want to do it. Akoi de yam lae informally discuss tawba kanda cha thaklaga wari saba matamda achumba tawbiyo afaba tawbiyo yam harawe we appreciate it akoi phattabasi uraga lae chumdabasi uraga dum lae afaba tawbiyo achumba tawbiyo hade yam haigani but when it comes to their personal matter makhoi da kanaga dawba makhoi da tonga daba magi personal oiba lakwa kandadi the same person come and they make a request akoi bu as kitang yengbiyo sisi yaradi tawbiyo yadaba poto tawbiyo haina laeba be the change that you want to see in this world haibado nang aphabadu uningladi chawkhatpadu yengningladi nang nasadu su aphaba tai haiba isada su ahongba ma leiba tai haiba aigi isada di aphabadu di tawningde phattaba nungaiba kanaba phangbudu di am pame adubu mi budi aphaba tawhaninge adudi karamna yagani akhoi su mi ni nakhoi mayam gi pressure di akhoi su wai haiba thabak tawbada samna hairabada I'm just giving you an example akhoi gi Tamenglong gi headquarter gi government land the issue of government land it's a big burning issue in our district headquarter lam se laitre when the government offers a certain project chawba project pi ge haba kanda shana ngai gi sem khat ngai gi lam se laitre ba matam ma da khunja ma ni humna pukchen chawna Tamenglong headquarters semgat na ba hairaga lam se donate tobiram bani adubu ngasidi haiba lam sing se public na encroach tawba fact document sem laga allotment tawe tawde ga pang taw tawga pang sem laga lam se khong net pham leitre ba sarkar gi chakhat pa ma sem se pukhat se ba matam da sem pham lam leitre ba hairiba mi sing se they will tell me to do the right thing to do the good thing but moi masagi lakpo kandi ai lam machet ama pibiyo hay na lakani ba when I explain adu yade jumde ai DCM oirasu kanagumba ma da lam pithopagi right leite haina clearly explain to bu phau busu as ai gi di yengbiyo ai gi di aduni special case ne ai ichagi larik tambam gi leitre ai gi adugi khun gi chosabagi ai gi church gi office sabagi si di special case ne sumaina magi masagi lakpa kandadi mi singse compromise to pa me haba achumba pamlamba mi do masagi kanaram dadi achumba tawhaning ba mi do compromise tawhaning leba adu oiradi akhodi am luba where are we moving where are we going si hangba da kale aduna achumba tawhaning ladi isana su achumba to promote tawbiyo tawhan biyo ni busu yam lakpane DCM na lam hekta pithopa yaba nate private ta Manipur land lease agreement rule haina malaye kanagumba amana Tamenglong gi needs darkar gi matungin akoi hotel achawba ma sage adu akoi lam laitre government gi lam se lease ta loge 30 years ki lease agreement tauge magi protocols niyom and rules and regulation laye adumai na tauraga akoi public ki oiba asset amma linkhat pa kanda kanagumba na school sage sahi kuntra ge ko season nage han adugumba yaba certain arrangement laye natabida yum sanaba akoi lam pithok pa haiba se mase sukya yade aduna ai ngasi gi platform se lauraga mayam da haijage please do not come asking for land allotment you're asking me to do something that's wrong if you want to see the thing that you have been dreaming the positive change in the district do not ask me to do the wrong thing haibigano just an example atopa da suyam laye akoi gi development da government na pithariba sanction tawbiriba project mayam ama mega projects am laye chakhat na ngai hona bada akoi gi of course moi gi own reason di mayam ama laye but development se hindrance yam lay adu ki matik lay khre Tamenglong da. It's very challenging. Chawsu chokhat ninge chokhat padu gi henna isha gi kana ba henna priority pi bu yam lay. Adu already we cannot blame the government. Government na tawbidi ha bu yaro ebo. Adu na haining badi I know each and every one of us aspire to see a developed Tamenglong, just as we envisage the Viksit Bharat. India, the developed India. Uy haning bagumna, the developed Tamenglong. Hay ba siya? Ako'y should aspire to rambani. Adu tao siya, siya, pangse, hay agadi. Ako'y each and every one of us. Ako'y gipuksenda. Chumba. Asyeng ba tao ba? Aduga. Participate tao ba? Anti-social elements in the question tao ba? Government the participate tao raga, governance the participate tao raga, cooperate tao ba? Masiyang darkale. Ado na tawhan ninge. Ayam sang nangang laroy. To the students, beloved students, I always conclude drawing my attention to the students. You are the future. All of you who are standing right there, you are the future of this district. Nakoy na siyem drabadi atay ka na sa siyem mangamloy. It's not possible. The expected life expectancy of our country is about 70 to 75. Noy gi imay passing sa zik chahi 50, 60 yaw grabang agtani. Aduna makoy na yam siyem ning labasu chahi na yaroy, matam na yaroy. Taseng na siyem gi hayragadi satra sing nakoy na siyam gani. Nakoy ngasi dagi hauraga. You need to make the right decision. You need to have a right dream. A solid, good vision for your district and work on it. A dream without hard work is just an imagination. Nang na 30 to 40 years from now, Tamenglong si oy haning ay na uning bado. Nang na oy haning libapot ado nga sinang na khal libapot nang na hot na drabadi, it will just become an imagination. It will not materialize. Ado na satrasing na you all the students, you need to have the right vision, right dream about your district, what you want to see, what kinds of district you want to see later on, and you need to work on it. Kan na hot na batay Imphal da laiba atopa district da laiba sing na noma da pung mga lairik para din makoy di pung tara lairik pa batay makoy na pung ani hot na rabat na pung mari hot na batay. We need to give lamjen chen ba matam da same starting line da haurabadi, it becomes easy, but unfortunately we are not given that privilege. Akoy se kra hantharaga lai khrabani mamang dagi hauraga aduna mamang da lai khraba mi singbu catch up tawgi hairagadi, you need to give extra effort, you need to sprint harder. Aduna sa tracing, I want all of you to think, to envision what kind of district you want to see 10-20 years down the line and work on it. Your decision today is going to make a lot of impact to the district later on. Ngasi inang angang oy rabasu, today you may be just a boy and a girl, but your decision today is going to be a joy of a man and woman, or it can be a regret of a man or a woman 10-20 years down the line. Which is why you need to think hard, you need to work hard to see, to realize the dreams that you have for this district. So I would like to appeal to all the students to work hard and to make this district much better, much more developed, a shining district in the years to come. We will come, we will go, but you will remain here. So you are going to be the main pillar. You are going to be the man, the backbone of the future of the district. I would like to wish all of you and also thank all of you for participating, for making this 75th Republic Day a grand success and a very colorful and meaningful. I wish you all a happy 75th Republic Day. Jai Hind. Thank you.